So as you can see, Alfie, he just crept the center turtle camp, also creeping the red. Also creeping the orange turtle camps after creeping your two close spawn camps of the turtles and the ogres. Gives you level 3. Those camps are fairly easy to creep with ghouls. Once you've done it a couple times, you just want to get the skeletons, always taking the damage from the big turtle in the middle. So he's got a good item on his Death Knight, the Potion of Greater Healing, and he's constantly scouting with skeletons. In fact, I would get a shade in this situation. I find you can't afford not to get a shade going gargs, because it always comes down to the wire with gargs, and you want to be harassing the target that does the most damage to him, and you can't really know that without knowing everything he has with the shade. So a nice steal in the forest troll overlord with coil. It's easy to still creeps with level 2 coil, which is really nice. And as you can see, he's shown up with his 6 gargs, and he's totally crashed the fast expo party. He's killed, I think, 2 peasants, and he's shift-clicked all the footmen right now. And footmen die really fast to garg focus. There's nothing Bowcracker can do about that. He can just chase the Death Knight. But he's going to get away. He's got that Potion of Greater Healing, which is great. You also notice how fast those gargs took down those constructing towers. That is basically the sole reason for going this strategy. It basically stops him from getting any more towers than he already has, which is amazing. Like, I absolutely hate towers. I find half the time I face towers, I'm losing to them just because I don't have the patience to deal with them. And I like this strategy because I'm impatient. I want to beat the human quickly, and I don't want to have to deal with towers. And it's really great to be able to do that. It's a beautiful thing. And you also notice Bonecracker, he doesn't have anything right now. He doesn't have any footmen. He doesn't have. He just has his Mountain King, and he can't really do anything. I mean, his plan was to fast expo and then mass griffins. He has these 2 griffin aviaries already, and he can't do either of those things because of the gargs. If he builds griffins, the gargs will easily beat his griffins, and he won't be able to kill the Death Knight. And if he tries to fast expo, the gargs will just cancel the towers and rain terror on those peasants. I mean, those peasants are basically confined within those ranges of the towers. And anything outside of that range of towers is fair game for gargs, which is really nice. Like this blacksmith, if he had been a little bit more on the ball, he could have taken it down. And humans need a blacksmith to build a workshop. And so if you want him to stop building, or not build tanks or mortars, or in this case gyrocopters, you can just cancel his blacksmith or his workshops. As you can see, basically what you can do is you can just right-click on his hero with your Death Knight, who's Mondo fast, and your gargs, which are sped up by the aura. So I guess I can do a little bit of numbers crunching with you guys. Death Knight base speed is 320, and the Mountain King base speed is 270. Boost of Speed gives him the same speed as a Death Knight level 1. With the aura, you can outrun a Mountain King with boots, but like as you saw before, he had Bash and Stormbolt, so that those were able to keep up with the Death Knight and stuff. So, and then level 2 aura kind of leaves the Mountain King in the dust, so or catches up to him if that's what you want to do. As you can see, you didn't really get a Lich. There's a number of reasons for this. First of all, his Death Knight was kind of low early game. He didn't need a Lich right off the bat. Bonecracker didn't build a lot of footmen, so he didn't need that. And he doesn't really. I mean, these are gyrocopters. Lich is going to do nothing against them. Also, something I want to say: when he was chasing that Mountain King, he saw the constructing workshops, which he really should have cancelled with his gargs. Like, I mean, as you can see where this workshop is right now, it's perfectly. It's outside the periphery of his base. And so he can just right-click it with his gargs and kill it. And he should have done that when they were constructing, because if he can't build the building that builds the unit to counter your unit, then he can't really counter your unit. And that's always something good to do, and it's something you can do with gargs. I mean, that's one of the reasons why you get them. It's a total pain in the ass for your opponent to deal with. Still, Alfie is doing a great job of containing Bonecracker. Bonecracker can't creep. He's stuck at level 3 right now with his Mountain King. And also, you'll notice Alfie just picked up a Panda. If he's going anything to do with the workshop, you just should get a Panda. I think it's kind of sad that the game has been dumbed down to the point where if you have trouble with anything, you just get the Panda second. But against workshop hijinks, you really want that Panda on your side. And it is loads more useful than a Lich versus Gyrocopters. I mean, that Panda is one of the reasons why these gargs are going to be able to beat Bonecracker's Gyrocopters. So, the first thing you do when you get a Panda is you power creep it to level 3. I've seen people harass with Pandas, and I wouldn't advise doing that. I mean, Panda at level 3 is just so vastly superior to Panda at level 1. He has so many more hit points, and his Breath of Fire does that much more damage that it's really not worth it. I mean, at level 1 it does 75 damage. That's really not a lot. And at level 2 I believe it does 125 damage. So that is more than half of a Gyrocopter's health. Gyrocopters has 200 health. So, level 2 Breath of Fire is key in this. So you can see he kept massing gargs. You really want to only stop massing gargs in this case when they really have no more purpose. And as you can see, they still are very useful for creeping, for